Hello and welcome to part 3 of the course of attraction. We all have had bad habits or moments that can get the better of us, but if these bad habits control your life, then they'll do their best to prevent you from putting your best self out there and attracting someone awesome. It's not impossible to meet someone even if you do have bad habits, but it definitely makes it a lot harder. So let's go over 3 self-destructive habits that you need to get rid of in order to attract great people. Like attracts like, so if you find that you have a lot of negativity or insecurity in your life, you'll likely also find that you attract similar people, and potentially also pushing away people who are confident and positive. If you feel like you always attract the wrong kind of person, then this is a good time to reflect and start paying attention to the kinds of signals you're putting out in the world for the wrong people to be drawn towards you. Destructive physical habits. People pick up on our body's non-verbal communication even without consciously being aware of it, and our mental states are affected by how we carry ourselves and treat our bodies. If you were to hunch your shoulders while walking, people might get the feeling that you are closed off, in a bad mood, or sad. You might even feel down or antisocial in the moment. However, if you were to walk with your shoulders back and your head raised so you made eye contact with the people you passed, you would both come off as more confident and feel more confident. Amy Cuddy, a social psychologist, goes further in depth on how your posture can change how others view you and how you view yourself. Take a look at her video here. Along with ditching poor posture, there are other physical habits that dampen your energy. This includes food that isn't healthy for your body and actually makes you feel more tired after eating, sitting all day and growing lethargic, and not getting enough sleep. Diet, sleep, exercise, smoking, drinking, all of these things have an effect on your mood and your ability to focus. The better you're able to take care of your body, the better you will feel both physically and mentally. Destructive mental habits. Have you ever told yourself that you're not good enough, that no one will ever love you, that people will think you're stupid? These are negative scripts that run through your brain and you need to drop them like hot coal. Our minds are usually the biggest obstacles for us when it comes to setting our sights high. We're the ones who put the biggest limitations on ourselves. We critique ourselves more harshly and convince ourselves to never take a chance. Maybe once in history this mindset was useful to us, but nowadays it's only holding us down. It's a hard mindset to break, especially when we're in the habit of doubt and pessimism, but you are capable of so much more than you think you are. You are doing yourself a disservice by holding on to your fears, insecurities, stress, and anger. I don't want to minimize the pain and hardships that many of us have had to deal with and still do in our lives. They can feel like a boulder dragging us to the bottom of the ocean. But we can't simply let it pull us down. We need to fight to the top despite the weight and grow stronger because of it. Once we break the surface, the sunshine and air will make it feel worth the struggle. If you want to attract someone who's caring, smart, confident, and positive, again, take some time to reflect if that's the kind of vibe you put out around people. What are your insecurities or sources of stress? What are the steps you can take to fight against that pull to the bottom of the ocean? Maybe it's reading self-help books, going to therapy, or meditation. Some of our favorite sources are The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem by Nathaniel Branden, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and The Power of Vulnerability, a talk by Brené Brown, among many others. I encourage you to seek out all sorts of methods and find out what works best for you. There's no one-size-fits-all. Instead, it's a lot of trial and error and taking the parts that help you live the best life possible. Destructive social habits. Lastly, I want you to start paying attention to the kinds of people you surround yourself with. Are you around people who are supportive, they lift you up, and encourage you to do better? Or do you spend your time with people who are negative, they put you down, cause drama, and are selfish? If they fall into the latter category, you should start thinking about finding a new circle of companions. The company you keep holds a huge influence over how you see the world, so you want to surround yourself with people who fall into a similar line of the life you want for yourself. People will color your worldview of what is and isn't possible. They'll say things that may be true for them, but don't have to be true for you, like, you'll never make it in life if you don't have a college degree. You can't get a guy to commit, that's just not how they are. Or, don't bother dating girls, they're all crazy. Because we learn and imitate so much from others, find people that you admire and respect, and people that will reciprocate those feelings. Find people who are already in happy relationships or are happy being single, and learn from them how they make it work. You don't have to ditch your old friends and family forever if they happen to be negative, but it's probably best to limit your time with them and to be sure not to let their negative outlook influence your thoughts and actions. A quick tip: if you're curious how to meet new people, Part 1 of the Course of Attraction provides great ways to find people in general, not just someone to date. Now, we've talked about which habits to get rid of if you want to attract more people, but what about the habits you should gain? Stay tuned for Part 4 of the Course of Attraction, where I'll cover who you need to be to attract amazing people. Remember to like and subscribe to stay updated on all of our content, and thanks so much for watching.